Good morning, brothers and sisters. Hope this finds you all well and safe. You know, of all the people we read about in the Bible, probably Job had as difficult a time as anyone. And as he is going through his struggles, like so many other individuals throughout the history of the world, including our own days and times, he really began to question where was the source of all of this terrible coming from, and in his desire for answers, he says some things. And in doing so, he asks for something. And there's a good lesson here. Be careful what you ask for, because you just may well get it. But let's look at what he said. Job chapter 23. Then Job answered and said, "Even today my complaint is bitter. My hand is listless because of my groaning. Oh, that I knew where I might find him, that I might come to his seat. I would present my case before him and fill my mouth with arguments. I would know the words which he would answer me, and understand what he would say to me. Would he contend with me in his great power? No, but he would take note of me." So Job really wanted an audience with God. Let me present to God what I want to say. Let me present my case, and let me see what God would have to say. And notice he didn't think God would powerfully confront him or deal with him. But when we go to chapter 38, then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, "Who is this who darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Now prepare yourself like a man. I will question you, and you will answer me." So Job wanted to present his case before God. Job got his audience with God, but it wasn't on Job's terms. It was on God's terms. So where does God begin as he starts talking to Job? Verse 4, "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth?" So right up front, God wanted Job to know, I am the eternal one. I see the picture from beginning to end. I know what's going on in your life. I know what's happening. I haven't forsaken you, as God goes on and explains. He knows what's going on with the animals, when animals have their babies out in the woods and so on. God knows all these things. And so God is trying to assure Job, I know what's going on. I know the struggles you are having. I understand those things. And so as he goes on, in chapter 40, God comes back and says, "Shall the one who contends with the Almighty correct him? He who rebukes God, let him answer it." God has a plan. God has a purpose. Job couldn't see that at the time. He couldn't see that through the struggles with which he was going. But after God talks to Job in chapter 42, then Job answered the Lord and said, "I know that you can do everything, and that no purpose of yours can be withheld from you." Job came to understand God? Well, we have this discussion in the Word of God. And so when we're going through struggles, when we're having doubts and difficulties, blaming God, criticizing God, no, that's not what we need to do. What we need to do is more than ever call on God, rely on God, and God will see us through. May you trust Him to do so.